And next is Kathy.
Hi, I'm Kathy Masnik, and I am the Vice President of Product Management at ProQuest eBooks. That means that I have under my wings the EBL product, the eBrary product, and the upcoming eBook Central product, which is a combination of eBrary and EBL and a new offering to the market, all focused on ebooks. ProQuest has only been working with ebooks for about the past 5 years, but the products that I work on were acquired from other companies. So eBrary had been around for about 10 years, and EBL, I think, a little bit longer than that. So like Whitney, long experience in ebooks and a lot of change over time. At ProQuest, we sit between the publishers and our publishing partners and our librarian customers. And so, as Whitney said, I'll reaffirm it, it's a very similar goal. We're trying to bridge the gap between the two different sides and make sure that we can satisfy the needs of both our publishers and sustain their revenue streams, while at the same time satisfying our customers who may have limited budgets. In this in-between state, our true mission and goal is to provide the broadest selection of content to our customers and our researchers as possible. So what that means is that we have to develop solutions that may meet publishers' needs for restricting content in DRM, which we're going to talk about a little bit today. We also may have other publishers on the other side of the spectrum who are willing to open up their content DRM-free and sell it as a multi-user license, and so we have to support all those different access models. We focus a lot on developing technology to do that, and also developing technology to make it easy for our librarian customers to manage the titles that they own and monitor the usage of the titles that they own. So overall, our goal is to find ways to bridge the gap between the two sides and make sure that we can sustain the goals of everybody. Ultimately, we measure our success also on usage of the content. If the content's not being accessed and the content is not being used, then we don't feel as though we're being successful, and you as content providers may not being successful, or librarians being successful. If libraries buy the content and it sits there and doesn't get used, it doesn't help us or the market as a whole. So we measure our success on how much usage we're getting, and the more we can increase that usage and the value of the content, then the more successful we're being in the market. So that's a big focus area of us, of ProQuest, and also I think of this talk, is to talk about how can we make sure that our researchers can access the content that they need to perform their studies and perform their research goals. So that's who I am and a little bit about ProQuest.
And